in Detroit with my amazing friend Cindy Halsted, and also the CEO of Secure Coaching. And I keep mentioning Secure Coaching to y'all, and I don't really give you enough information, I think, but I am being certified in Cindy's program to begin teaching coaching with Secure Coaching in January. And I am honored, and I've learned so much. And so I'm here in an intensive with Cindy to get the full certification. And then the last 2 days of this trip are all about Cindy's love for the Detroit Lions.
I'm just saying, and it's real, people. It's real. But it's been decades of like dryness, so there's a lot to celebrate.
All right, so what's going on with the Lions? Why have you asked? How many of us did you ask? Like 20 people?
No, I asked I limited it to like 10 or no, to 12. 11 said yes to come to experience this game together. And a few people were like, I don't really want to watch football, but I'll come and tailgate in the room.
I mean, this is true friendship. I didn't even know how to think about the Detroit Lions before this season and Cindy, and it was like, it just has to be part of this friendship. You just got to know. And then somehow I got involved in it, and she gave me the nickname of St. Brown.
Oh gosh, yes.
So then I started looking at St. Brown. I was like, oh, I love this. I
Yes.
want to do this.
Yes.
I love running it in the end zone.
Yeah.
So,
and we're going to get to St. Brown in a little bit because I have a little gift for you about that. But, you know, it started for me. I grew up in Detroit. I grew up in Milford. My dad, a lot of this, and I might cry through this a little bit because it's also emotional. I know it's emotional.
Okay. Do I need to coach you through this, Cindy?
Coach me through it? Sure. Yes, I will take any coaching from you.
How
Like I
can I
said,
help
she's an
you
excellent
today?
coach. I'll take it at any
How can I
time.
help you today with
Well,
this?
my dad grew up in Detroit. His parents came here as immigrants. I don't know if you know that, from Poland. They were on the boat, went to Ellis Island, they ended up in Detroit. And my grandfather did really well here because he spoke like 7 languages.
Oh my gosh.
I know, it's the automobile industry. So back in the day, 20s or whatever, he would be in the factories and help them, you know, communicate and translate for them all. So my dad played football at East Detroit High School, then went to Michigan State and played in 1955 at Michigan State.
Oh my gosh.
I know, and he loved it, but he wanted to be more like a star, like a St. Brown. So he ended up transferring to Adrian College and played football there, graduated, and is in the Hall of Fame at Adrian College.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that neat?
That's amazing.
So fast forward, my brother and I, you know, we grew up with my parents. My mom was a successful businesswoman, and my dad was a teacher and a coach, and he was a fabulous coach. Like, well known in the area of Milford, Michigan, Jim Koreski for his coaching ability. Golf, basketball, football, track, and so he actually is in another Hall of Fame in the Michigan High School Golf Association because it's so.
That's extraordinary.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Sweet
Anyway,
story.
I digress just because.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's emotional for me. But when I was 7 years old, my dad and I, sorry if you have a problem with gambling, started betting $1 a game for Monday Night Football. And so he said,
"Where's Janice Worth right now? She needs to be betting."
Oh, yeah, right. Our good friend Janice. But so it was a way for my dad and I to connect. And I said to him at 12 years old, I want to learn football. And my dad was teaching my brother, and he said, sure, I'll teach you. Not once did he say, well, you're a girl. You can't.
I love that.
So it was normalized.
Thank you, Dad.
So all this plays into for a reason, because the Lions weren't great for decades. I mean, it just, even though I had family that had season tickets, it was more for the tailgating. And it's like, you don't leave people, you know, just because they're not doing well. So you just didn't
just say
abandon.
that again, though. Just as part of all that work that we do through the Soul Talks, that is such an important point.
Yeah.
Just say it again.
You don't leave people just because they're not doing well.
Yeah.
And
Thank
so that's why
I'm not leaving anybody, because y'all have been really good to me, and you haven't left me in my struggles. So thank you.
And there's a lot of struggles. And
There
so
are.
Sheila Ford Hamp, actually one little thing, I ended up singing the national anthem for the Detroit Lions. Did you know that?
Too many gifts.
At
Too many
Pontiac
gifts.
Silverdome. I know, which is
How old were you?
16. Because
Were
I was
you
Miss
scared?
Teen of Michigan.
Were you scared?
Clueless. No, not scared. Isn't that weird? I've been
Wow.
scared now.
Yeah.
At the time, I'm like, fun. But I do remember singing, and I realized you can't hear yourself, so you have to listen to the echo and then pay attention to your lips. So every time I hear it, I think of that. Anyway, Sheila Ford Hamp, the story is, this is why it got rebirthed in me, and it's so important. She took over the Lions from her parents, and her mom was like, do you want the Lions? And she thought about it, and she said to her husband, and sorry if I quote this wrong, I did my best, Sheila, if you ever hear this. And her husband said, yeah, like, go do it if you want to do this. Because she's always been around football and wanted to back in the day. But there wasn't a place 30, 40 years ago for women to get involved that way. And so when she took over the Lions, she talked to Spielman, who was a player, and a business friend of hers, and said, if you had the Lions, what would you do? And they said, and there's podcasts on this, you got to change the whole culture. The culture here has been that bad football for so long. Bring back the love of football. Bring back someone who's going to breathe that here, brings my eyes. So she went outside the norm and hired Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes. And Dan Campbell is like adored here in Detroit, by the way. And when he came in, his passion, his love, his belief, when there was no evidence of change. And that's what I think is a true visionary.
What we want for one another in the whole coaching thing we're doing is a belief in change even when there isn't evidence, because it means it's going on inside.
And it gets better because they brought in Goff, which is I have so many stories about these guys. They're just full. It's like when you watch the Olympics and you hear the story about like an individual competing, it makes you like that person more. There's so many stories like that, like of Goff, who's the quarterback, and all these. But what Sheila did is brought those two in. They started recruiting, and who they brought in is only players who had the love for football, who weren't just going to think of themselves, who were going to think of team, who were going to work hard but honor each other. Like St. Brown, he doesn't just catch balls and he's a star, he also blocks. Even though he's smaller, he is there for his players.
But Cindy, is he going to play tomorrow night?
I hope so.
Come on, St.
There's
Brown,
a chance.
we want you, we need
I
you.
know.
I'm your namesake.
Yes, you are the namesake. And I know, but let me just say this one last thing, is that when the first season, they were bad. It takes time to change a culture. It takes time. Second season, there were 5 games in and they started this bad again. And people were like, get them out of here. This is so bad. Sheila takes the mic and she's like, listen, we have a plan. We know what we're doing.
She did this on the field?
She did this on the field after the game or somewhere. And Goff, the way he tells the story, her publicly still defending us, believing in us.
Oh, yeah.
He goes, something in me was hit. And that's when everything went. So this woman, and it's Women's Initiative night.
Okay, this is important. We're going tomorrow night, and it is Women's Initiative night. Cindy has written to Sheila.
I have.
And we are hoping that we're going to meet her tomorrow night.
Yeah.
I mean, we could even be in her box.
I wanted to write her a letter and tell that story and even tell more, because our coaching business, and this is the part I'm going to get to your gift, when we started Secure Coaching, I just think coach-wise, and Dan Campbell's my hero. Like, I want to be Dan Campbell as far as for us. And so each person, we have 5 on our team, is a person. So when we started, Jean, who's filming right now, is Laporta, because Jean plays offense and defense. She's like unbelievable. She not only coaches herself, but we call her Caltech because she's wicked smart and she can help with tech.
And she also has the most exquisite taste.
She does.
And it makes me mad. I came in yesterday and she had on this fabulous mink vest and then this big faux overcoat. And it was just like she just slammed the look. And I was like, darn it, you beat me.
Yeah. And Janice is Panay Sewell, because she is my blind side. Sometimes I can't see things because she is still super successful in business, starting this business. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm figuring it out as I go. That's her.
You're doing great.
Oh, you're so sweet. I'll go to Karen, who just joined us. She's our Tesla. She came out of nowhere, and all of a sudden we're like, wait, who is this? And what is she doing? Catching one-handed balls? That's Karen. And Mary Clayton's like Hutch. She's just like highest paid outside of quarterbacks, because she's been my best friend for 29 years, almost 30, and it's just like so reliable. And Hutch is like Michigan, right? And this one is St. Brown.
Okay.
Because St. Brown is our Binky. She's also brilliant in business and jewelry and look and everything that she does. And it's just like, I can always count on her. So that's why I know, which is
St.
really...
Brown, you got to watch this video, buddy. I need you to hear what we're doing here because of you.
Yes, St. Brown. I mean, he's just, and unfortunately, he got injured for the first time. He's only missed like 4 games in 4 seasons. It's insane. And so we're hoping he gets in. So this is why it started with Sheila, but it also goes for me to like childhood. And it's a continuation, you know, just where I am today and believing in him. I mean, I dreamt last night I got to talk to him. And I was like, guys, listen, don't do the whole team. I was dreaming.
Well, and y'all, they're staying in our hotel.
I don't know if we should tell them that.
And so, like, I'm trying to figure out how we're going to meet these guys because Cindy needs to meet these guys. She's such an avid supporter. So we're going to figure this out.
Well, you want to know what I was telling them in my dream? This is the thing, because everyone talks about you want to win the Super Bowl. You want to win the Super Bowl. That's the goal. That's the end goal. And I thought about it. I said, okay, what if they do? What does that mean? Okay, what's next? You got to win another one, or you're not successful. Yeah. You got to keep it up. And I'm like, wait, are we celebrating? Because they say they want to do it for the city of Detroit. And I want to say to them, what you have done already for the city of Detroit is so incredible. Like, I hope you're celebrating that. Yeah. And to go back to your first love, what's your first memory of loving football?
Yeah.
Like, why are you out there? Like, don't forget that, because the process is there so that when you get there, yes, it's celebratory and we want that goal, but don't forget what you've already done.
That's so
pretty
cool.
incredible.
That's so cool.
That was my dream.
That was your dream.
Yeah, that I could tell them that. So
well,
maybe someone will see it.
Right here. Like, they're going to be in this hotel today.
No, it's just so exciting because what they've already done, I'm watching so many people, even from around the country, that have moved and are talking about it. And I think it's like the most watched team this whole year is the Lions. And you know what? If they just went like this, kept winning, got the Super Bowl, be like, okay, that's great. I mean, no, that's not true. But the drama and all that is just helping us to overcome. So we're with it. We're in it with you guys.
All right. Well, we're about to close this off, but you told me you had a present for me.
Oh, yes. Oh, thank you. I have a present for you.
Hurry.
I'm hurrying.
What is it? Now, this kind of scares me a little bit because I never know what she's going to do to me.
Okay. Here is your St. Brown jersey.
Yes, baby. Yes, I'm wearing this to
extra
the game.
Small, extra small.
This is not going to go on me. This is one boob.
What? Really?
This is a child's.
No, it's not.
Well, this is going to be like, I'm a dancing queen when I get this.
Well, guess what? You get to wear this over it.
Okay.
Because it's white night.
Hey, St. Brown, are you watching?
St. Brown!
Are you watching?
She's the binky. We can rely on her. He's uber talented.
You just try me.
He surprises people all the time because he's so talented you can't figure it out.
Right,
and that's you. And then this is
this?
Yes!
So
and you get to wear this because it's Thursday night, white night. They have black time last time. It's white out. So we're all supposed to be in white. And then, of course, a hat if you want it.
Okay, I'm not messing up my hair today. Well, maybe I will.
But they had these high heel boots that were blue Lions with over the knee.
No, Gene, I can't do them, can
I? So I so appreciate you. And think what amazing friends I have to come celebrate. This was Gene's idea to come do this. And like, people are going to do this. But can I just add, for those of you watching in this podcast too, people are our greatest asset, not our greatest liability. But sometimes pain gets in there, things happen, and it hurts us. But that's what we're trying to do is how do you connect? How do you love each other, see each other, and
have fun in friendship.
In friendship.
Celebrate her love of the Lions and us all come together, a bunch of girls being so crazy and wearing this stuff.
Yeah, too fun. I love you. And it won't always be this crazy. I just talk about the Lions and I'm like,
See you tomorrow. We'll tell you how it goes.
Yeah.